Hi everyone, my name is Susan Faremi and I'm the CEO and Creative Director of Wow Couture and the head coach at Wow Fashion School. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I would like you to subscribe and click the notification bell to continue to receive quality content from us. Today we'll be learning how to cut basic skirts and also how to design a basic skirt. Now, a basic skirt is just a piece of item that is worn at the down part of our body, and this is what it looks like. This. So I'll show you how you can design a basic skirt into this using slash and spread method and also style lines. Okay, so let's get to it. Now, to cut your basic skirt, you need some measurements, which are you need your waist, your hip, you need your skirt length, you need your knee size, and your knee length. So for this particular illustration I'm doing, I'll be using waist 34, hip 44, skirt length 26. So we're basically doing a short skirt. The knee size, I'll do the knee size, you get it from your hip measurement minus 5 or 6 inches. So minus 6 inches, I'll get 38. Then your knee, the knee length. So you measure from the person, from the waist to where the knee is. Then you minus 2 inches. For this one, I'll be using 20. Okay, so let's start. So the first thing you do is to measure the length of your skirt. So I'll mark 26, then I'll add 1 inch for seam allowance. So I'll be drawing the line. So the next thing I'll do is to measure my waist. So I'll be dividing my waist measurement into 4. So 34 into 4, I'll get 8.5. Mark that point. Then I'll be adding 2 inches for seam allowance. So mark 2 inches. Then the next thing I'll do, I'll measure from my waist to my hip level. The hip level, you will use basic of 9 inches. So I'll mark. But if you measure otherwise on the person, use that measurement. So this is it. You mark 9 inches. Then I'll mark my knee length, which I'm using 20. So I'll mark. So let me draw out the lines. So I'll draw. So I'll draw out the lines. So the next thing I'll do is to measure out my hip. The hip is 44, which is 11. So mark 11 inches and add 1 inch for seam. Then come down to your knee point, mark. So my knee size now is 38. 38 divided by 4 will give me 9.5. So this is 9.5, then plus 1 inch. So mark. Then I'll come to my base and mark the same size with what I have here. So this is it. So the next thing I'll do is to connect all the points. So move and connect. So connect with a straight line like so. Then the next thing, this is what it looks like. So the next thing I'll do, I'll position my dart. My dart is the half of this, the actual waist measurement. So I'll get, that will be 4.25. Mark that point and mark ½ inch on either side. Then my dart length is 6 inches. Then I'll be drawing up now. This is my dart. Then the next thing I'll do, I'll measure 1 inch in front and mark, then connect with a curved line. The reason why I'm doing this is because most people draw their skirts downwards while it's worn. So doing this makes it down already, so that there will be no roughness here. So this is what my basic skirt looks like. So this is my hip level, this is my knee level, then this is my hem line. So basically this is what my skirt is. Then to get the back of the skirt, I'm just going to cut this out and place to get the back of the skirt. Now make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you continue to receive content like this. Now to get the back of the skirt, place this on another piece of paper, and note you can do this directly on your fabric if you don't want to work with paper directly. But when you want to start to interpret the styles, you need to work on paper. So the next thing I'll do is just to cut. So I've created 1 inch zip allowance. So I'm going to cut through like this. So just cut same. Now this is the front and the back of my skirt. So for the back, now I'm going to cut this out. Now the reason why I didn't cut it up to here, so that when you're shaping, the two back and front will rhyme up. If I cut it all the way, you notice that the front will lose some inches, some centimeters. So this is for my front. Then for the back of it, I will introduce my dart. Now I can just place my front and just mark the same. Now that the dart is coming after the zip allowance, so I'll mark that point. Then I'll mark the back dart is 6 inches also. You notice that the front dart will end at, after this 1 inch that was cut off, it is going to end at at 5 inches. So okay, let me just remeasure. So we have our dart at 5.5, then half inch on either side. So I'm going to rule out. So this is my back dart. Now in sewing, measure 20 inches. That is your slit level, and mark 20 inches here. Measure your zip. I use 9 to 10 inches depending on the hip of the person. Then measure 2 inch here, just like this. Then 1 inch your zip allowance up here. Then connect the point. So this is what it will look like. So you're going to be sewing on this point, and when you sew on this point, the back becomes smaller. It takes away all the excesses at the back. Then when you're shaping, you need to equal the sides. To know more about what I'm talking about, you can enroll on our online course. Click the link in the comment section to know more about it. And you can also purchase our book, Pattern and Freehand Guide to Cutting, to improve your cutting skills. Thanks for watching.